as you're searching the body, Cormac sees that you're carrying over DCI, and he's like, and kind of slaps you on the face, and you get 5 back. Wake up!
On hand.
No sleeping on the job.
Actually, by his style, you should only get 1 hit point back.
Right. Alright. So, you search her body, and you find I know. That's attractive. Alright. So you find a message that reads, "On our way." In common.
I don't know if she has anything to do with this town being so empty, but maybe we should be on our way.
Well, judging by the quantity of items of ours that she had on her, she was not a very upstanding person. And by the way she was acting, it sounds like she is, perhaps she was a scout for whoever is coming.
Did she say someone was also after her?
She did say that too.
So, we're not entirely sure if we're meeting the enemy of our enemy or a friend of our enemy.
I would say this. How about we do not spend any... let us finish our circuit of the town, and then when we rest tonight, we shall do outside the town. Someplace hidden. And watch.
I don't think we should be any more exploring the town until we've left. She got me. She kinda... with her sword. And she puts a arm on her side, or a hand on her side, where the blood's going through her robes.
Oh, well, I think we've looked in most of the buildings here. I don't think there's been any other buildings we've missed, right? Except for, like, the little guard towers.
I think that you have Fog of War, right? On Advanced Fog of War?
Yeah, that's why I can't tell which buildings.
Oh, okay, I was thinking, so you should be able to tell which buildings!
No, I have, like, the black blocks of Fog of War.
Okay, so you've done that one, that one, that one. I don't think you've been up here.
Might be a couple small ones we missed.
You didn't get any of the two... Okay, you didn't get any of the little small guard towers. 4F, I think you peeked in the window of that building, but, like, the buildings over here, you didn't really go in, per se. You just kind of looked at the doors. This one, you could try to get in, possibly.
Right.
I think you need thieves' tools, if I remember correctly. And then,
but I'd say, like, we're fairly certain there's no
either.
other places survivors could be, unless they're, like, in a closet.
There is other places to go. So, I can say you take a good 30 minutes, and I can tell you what's in all of the stuff that, and just say you've looked, because, there's seemingly seems to be nothing left as far as, because based on what you did, I don't think you're going to encounter anything else until later. So, would you like me just to do that to kind of hurry it along?
Yeah, I mean, we just, make sure there's nobody, buried under rubble or something that's still clinging on.
Okay,
and then probably end up outside the house with all those markings.
Well, I read to you the places where people were buried, and I read to you those names. So I'm only going to read you the places where you haven't been yet.
Yep.
So, let's see.
There was a lot of crushed people.
Yes,
but I mean,
a lot of crushed people.
They were dead, not,
it kind of,
hanging on.
You didn't really know who they were, so, unless they were wearing like a name badge or they were highly recognizable, which you wouldn't know that, except for one of them, the dwarf that you were looking to see. He was highly recognizable, but he wasn't there. Okay, so you went in the stable. There was nothing in the stable other than the horses. You looked throughout the inn, and the only thing that you left in the inn was
the top room.
there's a suit of chainmail sized for a dwarf.
And we didn't check the room opposite from where she was in.
Yeah, you didn't check that room up there.
I doubt she left anything in there, considering she took all that she could.
Okay.
Well, we're
so-
kind of like talking about where we've been. I just like rip off
I mean,
part of the
you
pants.
watched her loot it. I mean, before you left. So
Yeah. I just rip off a part of my pants and make it
Well-
into some sort of
you don't have that much clothes to start with.
You're gonna be
You're-
naked pretty soon.
I'll fix it up later. When we have a long rest, I'll go and grab some curtain material and just fix up my pants.
Could have patches.
Yeah,
They're
it's
weird
gonna be very
ones.
patchwork pants. So yeah, it makes some bandages for Effie.
So you go double check her room, and there just seems to be some rations in there. Just above board, I decided to take out the thing that was in the drawer and just stick it on her, so I wouldn't have to go all the way back up there. But since you were looking around anyways, that's what you found. Also, looking at that other bedroom, it's exactly the same as the other bedroom that you left. So the only thing that you left in there were the dwarven helm and the dwarven outfit, and it clearly has like the family crest in the, the name of Lorak on there. So, that's his armor. You could take it if you want. So if you find him, you can give it to him, or you could just leave it there. When he comes back, he'll find it. Totally up to y'all. Let me know
If
what
he
you wanna
comes
do.
back, I leave that up to Cormac. If he wants to, he's the only one who can use it. So
He decided not to wear it.
okay, well then we leave it then.
Okay. Also, I told you everything that was already in that kitchen and pantry that was in that sack. So, got all of that. There's another northern graveyard up there. There's really nothing of interest but graves. However, there was that crypt northeast.
But I don't think we're grave robbers.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I was gonna say, go in there if you want, but yeah, it's sealed.
Open the door, get attacked by a ghost. Oh man.
You are. Oh, I can tell you exactly what he had on him. So remember I said like 5 silver pieces and 10 copper pieces? It was actually 3 silver pieces and 4 copper pieces, but don't change that. I'm just saying I found it. Like, just wanted to, I found it. But he had a tinderbox, a smoking pipe, a stuffed teddy bear, and the 3 Dragon Ante game cards that were worth 1 gold. So I think I put that out for y'all to see as well. But...
Yep.
Okay, so that wasn't what was in there that Weimar found, and that was on his belongings. I told you did find your healer's kit, and it was only missing the 2 that you used. I think you killed 2 people. Y'all already had that potion healing. I don't know if y'all used it or whatever, or not.
Give it to Dace.
yes. Health. Why don't you hold on to this? Maybe it will help you, or maybe you can use it to help one of us. Your choice.
I just look.
Okay, so
You don't have pockets. You don't have pockets in your pants?
No.
Oh,
I
you such
snatch it from
pants!
him.
Oh my god. Alright.
Have to hold it with one hand.
No, wait. What
Put it
about
between
like
your butt cheeks and walk.
your musical instrument? Like, where does all that go?
It's just like hanging on just like by a string, just
Oh my
attached.
god.
And then all he
he's
has
a
is basically
hobo.
just a little pouch, just a little pouch, just hanging from the tip of his pants and his pants.
So, who goes Who goes adventuring in sweatpants? That's terrible.
Anyway.
Okay.
Better hold on to that.
Let's see. Oh. There are 2 places. Up here that you did not search. You don't have to move, but would you like to search those 2 places? One of them you could not get in unless you have thieves' tools. It's the one that Epi was reading that said, "Let all who enter this home without consent of the owner burn for 99 years in the depth of necessity."
Yep.
Yeah. That was one of them. So I think y'all chose to leave that alone, but y'all did not go in the other.
I wonder
There
who the
is
owner is of
another.
this humble abode.
This one right here. I don't know if I have to shift ping. Does that still work?
Yep.
Are y'all gonna go in that one there?
We'll definitely poke our heads in looking for, I guess, anything. Yeah, just. Yes. Yes, we will.
So.
And then we will get shot.
So you stick your head in there, and you see that there is a rock on a halfling.
Grows arms, punches you.
On a male halfling.
Geodude.
He's crushed by a rock. He's got like
Dead
his
crushed?
face out. Yeah, he's dead. Well, yeah, 500-pound rock lands on a halfling. It doesn't go well.
I wasn't sure if it was a leg or something.
Yeah, he's dead. You kind of look around. I need for all of you to give me a perception check. Cormac is just going to stand outside, waiting.
I'm good at that.
All right, DCI and Epi. You see, there's like a little loose eye hole underneath, like a loose floorboard, like a little eye hole, a loose eye hole.
Touch my
That's
eye.
kind of gross. That you find. So you kind of pop it open, and you see inside there is an herbalism kit, a vial of antitoxin, and a pouch containing 15 gold pieces.
Hmm.
Right.
Group loot.
Okay, so we're taking it.
Yeah.
57.
15.
15.
gold.
Oh, 50.
57. Y'all are level what?
625 platinum?
Alright.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so that leaves all of the guardhouses. Do y'all want to check the guardhouses as well? And
Only
that
if we're
leaves
going to raise the gates.
one
If not,
house
I say we
here
skip them.
as well.
There's also this bridge that's broken.
That too. But we're not there yet. Keller's still looking around. Do you want to pop your head in the guard towers as you walk by? Each one looking around? I'm going to say yes. Okay. So, nothing of interest in the northwestern tower. Northeastern tower, there's some pigs chewing on some grass. When you go in there, the pigs run away. So if you want
I
some
heard them
pig,
now.
you can shoot a pig and eat if you'd like.
It's pretty barbaric.
But food,
This is circle of life.
pretty much.
And bacon. Oh my god.
Yes, tasty bacon.
Yes, well, when I eat, the animals tend to already be dead and prepared.
Okay. There's another one over here. This one, back where you did see where that one goblin came out and was hiding in there.
Mm-hmm.
There was a silver locket that was there. It's shaped like a fish. And there is a painted portrait of a rosy-cheeked male halfling. And at the bottom the name says Larlo. Seemingly seems like it's probably the one that was hanging around that one halfling that got crushed by a rock. It was in the hand of Work, one of the goblins that's laying dead on the ground. It probably belongs to someone. It looks like it's worth quite a bit, 25 gold pieces, but someone will probably want it back because of the
So
the name.
we've
and the
come
portrait
across we've come across an awful lot of valuable items. I don't feel exactly right looting this town, but at the same time, now that there's nobody here to defend it, what is to stop the next people without so many scruples to come in and loot it?
You could put up a sign.
I do not think. Yes, other people, Cormac, Effie. Should we perhaps hold on to these things for them?
Cormac's like, we can take them, and if maybe we can give them back if we find them.
Yes, traveling lost and found. I like that.
I say we leave it.
I won't take it. We might find it.
If people left the town after the attack, they might have went to the next town.
Indeed. Perhaps. And we could find them there and return their very precious antique belongings. Or perhaps
Reward,
maybe
perhaps.
they never come back here. And it just falls to more goblins and looters.
Take it.
Yes. I am with Cormac on this one. I say we preserve them.
If it just remains
then-
quiet.
And then, if a month passes, so some sort of, indeterminate amount of time, and we are unable to find the owners, perhaps it lapses into our possession. But alright,
Cormac
into the
just
sack
cracks
it
a
goes.
smile. All right. On this and over here, big old huge falling rock punched through the tower. Almost everything has been collapsed. Kind of searching through that, all you see is like broken ladder, battered wooden door, broken hinges. And lastly, we have here and anyway. So what would you like to do?
So, Ms. Evie, there's this building that you warned us against. What are you doing that's moving us around? Or is it just me?
I haven't
I'm
touched,
not-
I haven't touched it.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
Oh, never mind. My mouse is weird. It's like stuck on the grab hand.
Okay.
So, never mind.
It simply said that anyone who enters this building without the owner's permission shall burn for eternity.
Yep, that was that one over here. But now you are over here.
Were the windows covered up? Or were there no windows?
And the 4F one? Not 4F. The one on the top up here?
The one, the the cursed building, or whatever.
Yeah, there was windows. You could see inside. Last time I read to you that everything looks like it's intact. And
Because you said that we needed thieves tools to get in, but obviously I'm
Yeah.
like, why don't we go through a window?
if yeah, you'd still need it. I mean, that's like shut up like
Oh,
good.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, you could try to. Yeah, sure. I guess you could try to break it if you want to get something. You want to just break a window and hop in. Sure. Do that.
Yeah, one moment though, looking at the design of this, is there a keep attached to this town? Is that what I'm seeing?
That's exactly what you were looking at.
That seems kind of important that we should have like been able to see from the outside.
Yeah,
outside
you
the
said,
town.
you said, hey, did you see? Well, see, when y'all were asking, I was like, hey, did y'all want to like stop and take a look, see what you see outside? You're like, oh, we're just gonna walk in. So that's kind of what happened with that first part. But when you did ask about it, I said, oh yeah, you can see something, but you're gonna have to go a little bit closer.
One moment, I got a call about my aunt.
Okay. So yeah, we're moving that direction. I'm not gonna be like, nope, you never see anything. Whoop. But yeah, there's a big gap to try to get through there. So we're gonna look at this area here. If you're gonna clear out everything first.
We're not going to touch the cursed house yet, though.
All right. So going over to that particular. Because even I remember Daisy asking about that. He's like, what about that keep that's down there? So, yeah. It was mentioned. Alright, so... there was a big rock that fell in the roof. That is over there. Big fat roof. And, we'll have to go over there. To kind of look on the inside. So, y'all do a lot closer. Anybody else coming, or is it just going to be,
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Okay, so you and Benson arrive over there. You see that there's a huge boulder that's down. Looks like there's a elderly human couple. Seems that they're stuck under the collapsed roof. Everything okay?
Yeah, she's, fine. They're keeping her for observation. It was a blood pressure.
Alright, I'm turning off the desktop audio while I'm asking you. You're like, everything's fine, click. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's good. As long as everything's okay. Alright, so I turn it back on. Alright, so... you see the elderly human couple that is pinned underneath the roof. So the boulder didn't catch them, but the falling roof did, and they are both dead. When you get closer over there to explore the cottage and look around, something out of the shadows flies past you and seems to startle, and then looks like it went and hid.
Like an owl?
Something small? Like how big?
Tiny.
Like an animal, like a cat or something.
It flew, so it's flying.
Oh,
thing.
it flew.
Yes, it flew.
Okay.
This whole thing is rather gruesome.
So as you further go and look at there, it seems like the goblins hadn't quite got to loot this area just yet. But looking around, You want to stay until you search through everything, or do you want to be like, let me just do a quick scan and then leave?
First, I'd like to like pick out some rations and like kind of leave a trail for little critter in there. Trying to beckon it out, whatever
Give
it was.
me persuasion with advantage.
What if it's a
You're
rat?
leaving food.
Advantage. An 8.
Alright.
I'm gonna like go really quiet and stealth and see if I can like creep in and see if I can find it.
I'm proficient
that?
in persuasion. I don't know if I wanted to come out though.
Doesn't
And before you
seem
go-
to want to come out. You're new?
Do I at least see some eyes or something?
Yes, you do.
Is that enough to identify what it is?
No.
Do we really want that to come out? That is the question
But
I
it
have.
doesn't
Even
seem like it's trying to attack you.
you just
Well-
have to put some sugar on it.
I
Your
do
words.
not have this.
Your words need to. You need to be. You know. Fine.
Can I
Please,
speak in?
show me how it is done.
Fine. She reaches into her pack and once again pulls out her violin. Great care, painstakingly slow. Snaps open the case. Slides her hand down. It's a curvy body. Okay, I'll stop there. And she
Pick it up and
and she
smash her.
softly plucks on the string. And she says,
Very white.
Very white. Come out, whatever you are. Oh, Lord.
Wow.
Did you hear me before?
I was
I
gonna
know you cut
say, I'm gonna give you disadvantage only because typically when you persuade, you have to use a different type of thing to get whatever that thing to do what you want. So I was gonna say disadvantage, but you roll 21 regardless. So see what happens.
Well, I guess it'd be like a performance. Trying to,
You know,
what is it?
sure.
Piper it out.
Go ahead and roll performance then,
Shit.
because I'm going. Oh, I technically can't do the same thing again.
Oh, with advantage?
No. But that's okay. I rolled horribly. So it kind of pokes its little head out.
And goes for your face, taking your last hit point.
I know, right?
It's a flying cat.
What the? Is that a flying cat?
It is.
Oh my god.
It kind of flies out and sits.
What on earth?
It has a collar.
I'm not sure if that's amazing or terrifying.
On the collar, it says Relix. Rillix.
I
And-
crouch down and I look at it and hold out my hand.
She keeps slowly plucking her mule.
It stays away. It sits, but it watches. But enough to be out of the way. So when y'all go to search, it's kind of looking at Daisy Eye, like it's stupid. Like you're stupid. Like I'm not gonna, you know, like cats do, and you're like, come here. And they're like, no. That's literally what the cat's doing, and it's just sitting here. But it gives Vincent enough for you of a chance to walk around the animal, and while Daisy Eye and Effie is keeping its attention, and you find, after searching like a desk and everything, and just around. See, I'm gonna put it up here so you can see it.
Could have been worse. Could have been a rat with wings.
Oh no. Alright, so you found This is what you find. Copy. Paste. So you see some kind of profession. There's like wax seals, jars of ink, blank scrolls, quills, pins, land ownership documents, tax records, along with a money pouch containing 32 gold and 17 silver pieces. So,
The best thing we could do is burn these tax records. Then no one will have to pay taxes this year.
Oh, no, you do not burn the ledgers. That is not something you do. Ever. No.
Well, if you feel like you want to be a good soul today, you want to pay your taxes?
No, you don't burn them.
Taxes.
Sometimes you cook them a little. Just a little. But you never burn them.
You cook these. You put them in a pot with some, some basil and herbs, and then you start cooking it.
Not quite. But let's leave the documents as they are. I don't think any Luther would take them.
Fine. Well, got some gold though.
Yes, this we can hold in escrow, or in our safety deposit box of the sack on my back.
You're all talking about like documents and stuff, and Tesa's just lying on the ground going, meow, meow.
Or you're on your back doing like the paw thing.
No, I'm just like on my stomach like this, meow, just looking at it.
oh, I thought you were like
I
literally.
probably say something in Sylvan to it.
Oh yeah.
Are you speaking Sylvan?
I probably am. I'd probably be like meow, meow, and then hey, little kitty, you're a cute kitty,
It
and
doesn't
something
seem
in
like
like
it
Sylvan.
understands you at all.
Oh, it doesn't. He doesn't care. It's just, he's talking to it in Sylvan.
But as you're sitting there looking very non-threatening, it just kind of walks over and then sits on your face. That's
Yeah.
what cats do.
You get that cat litter smell.
Yeah.
Mm.
Butt cat. Kind of paws the ration. And sits.
Can you
Just looking around, is there like a dish with his name on it as well? Sweet.
Yes. It looks
Okay.
like he is very loved, but they're dead. So he no longer has any owners.
And is flying cat like rare, or do cats just grow rings?
Semi?
Flying snakes and flying cats. We need to get out of here.
So, I will let you roll, nature.
Oh, I've lost touch with my natural.
Yes, we have.
Oh, but 17 isn't bad.
So, you realize that this beast is called a Tressum. And it is a tiny beast. It's chaotic neutral. And, they're good little creatures to have. This one understands common, but it can't speak. They are immune to poison. They have dark vision. They have this little ability that you heard some of your tribe that you had left long ago talk about. They have a couple things. They do use their noses to detect a lot of things, so and game essence, advantage on wisdom perception. They have the ability to detect invisibility, so within 60 feet it can detect magical invisibility, so creatures cannot hide from this creature. Also, they can sense poison. So they can detect whether a substance is poisonous just by tasting it, touching it, or smelling it. So they are really good creatures to have.
This cat could have saved our asses so many times on our Saturday game. The hag poison. Okay, the bitch who was invisible casting lightning bolts at us. just for starters.
Yeah, GM just realized this existed today. Not today, but
Yeah.
like when I started this game, I was like, "Oh, this is a cool little thing to have." Whoops.
Your little guy. You're all alone in the world now. And they go down to try and pet it.
Yeah, it jumps away. It kind of
Ah.
hisses. It's like, but it seems like
It just
Daisy
look
Eye
up at you.
enough, enough at least to make you a couch.
You can't be serious. You want to take this with us?
He's very they've been very useful, both by royalty and like clan leaders, and also by hunters. They have very sharp senses. You can detect what's bad to eat and what's good. Very useful.
Huh. But we have
Also,
to
he's very
feed it.
cute, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you're very cute.
It tries to bite you.
Mm. Yes.
Didn't
He's
believe
working on
you that you were nice. But
Just give it time. Give it time.
Okay.
kind of pulls another ration from the ground that she left.
Oh, that's alright. That's alright.
My family
What's
keeps
a cat?
mastiffs.
Oh my god. What you got?
Yep.
It's
Comes
like,
over. Yeah, pretty much. Second he comes over there. As y'all are talking, you, Vincent, had seen earlier that there was something way down the way that you were going to go and look at, and Daisy I also had mentioned that as well. That seeing some kind of a keep of some sort. And I said, hey, get further over there so you can kind of see what's going on. The reason is because once you get over there, you realize that the bridge that goes to the keep is out. As you walk, Kitty decides to fly along with you, kind of staying close to sit on the head of the chair that he used, or she used earlier.
Oh. Now he's gonna smell like cat pee all the time, too.
Yep.
Oh, it doesn't come out easy.
Doesn't. It does not.
I guess here we have to use nature's miracle too.
It's being kind. It's just sitting on you right now, on your head.
So,
Oh.
Just looking past the bridge, like, are flags flying? Are there people on the bottom? Wait, can I get, like, a description of how big or
Yep,
what
I'm
kind?
gonna read to you what you're looking at. Alright, so first, actually, I need to give the other description before I give you that one. Alright, so, kind of walking over to the bridge, you also notice the moat as well. It looks pretty deep. You kind of get a pebble, throw it down there. It seems to be about 15 feet deep. But it's going across, it's about 30 feet wide. The closest that you'll see it is 20 feet. And that's under near that drawbridge that was over there. But mostly over here it's about 30 feet. So it's pretty wide. And you can see the bailey itself is 15 feet high. And it's closed with the logs. The keep is overlooking the village, so it's like kind of up high. So
We could always see it, and we
yeah,
just never looked up.
you could see it, but
I guess we were distracted too earlier.
yeah, that's why I kind of was like, you could just wait to get down there, because and then we're like, oh, let's go march over there, and then just die. I mean, that kind of happened anyways, but I was hoping that wasn't going to happen, so that's why I was like, we'll get there. So yeah, it is high. It's higher definitely. And it scales. There are, let's see. There's, it's kind of like on this funnel-shaped hill. It's rocky. The slopes are very, very rocky. And without climbing gear, it's like a very hard check, in essence. Athletics, just to climb it. So it keeps people out. There is an 8-foot-high stone kind of parapet with a 15-foot-high outer curtain wall made of thick wooden planks. It's a little bit easier to see now that you are closer. You can get a better look at the way that it looks. There are little perforated wooden planks, maybe like little slits for like archers to kind of get out. So that's there as well. When you're looking at the bridge itself, it does look like it is out. Looking down the bridge, though, it looks about to be a 70-foot long, 10-foot wide, and the bridge is sloped. However, one of the falling rocks broke the bridge. So it seems like that nobody would be going this direction because they can't get across. But if you have a strength score of at least a 15, you can run and jump across if you want to get across without having to do a check, if you like. Other than that, checks abound.
Right, but just kind of walking to the end of the bridge, I guess, get as close as I can. And then looking at the parapets or trying to peek through the arrow slits wherever possible. Any movement, any torchlight, any sign of living people.
Very, very hard to tell. Looks like you're going to have to hop over and get a bit closer to...
I take a 10-foot... I take a 10-foot running jump. I jump across.
The one that is in front here... right here, I heard you. 1 second. In front here?
Yeah.
It is windowless. So, that part is windowless. So, everything's on the other sides. Like, around the surrounding walls and everything. So that's why it's kind of hard to see from... Or you can tell that there are slits, but you can't really tell if there's somebody...
Yeah, it's tough to look in the like, there's, no shadows patrolling or something, so...
Alright, so you said you take a running jump?
Yep, I take a 10-foot running jump. My strength score is 11.
Okay.
However,
I need you to roll an athletics check.
I do Step of the Wind, and I use a key point, and my jumping distance is doubled. So now I have a jumping distance of 22 feet.
Well,
with
that's
a 10-foot running.
magnificent, but you still need to roll strength because you're going up. So if you were going down, I would just be like, yep, you make it.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
You're going up.
The bridge is sloped up to the
Bridge is sloped.
castle.
You're here, and you're running and jumping to go up here.
It's less a bridge and more a ramp.
More, yeah. So you may go further, but you might go further into a hole. So instead of going like further up.
You can make the distance, but not necessarily the height. That's
there,
what you
exactly. Thank you. I was like,
Alright,
I know
well,
I'm
then
not
I'll
saying
have
this
to do that
correctly
then.
somehow. So yeah, give me an athletics roll.
I won't do it then. I'll just do something else.
You could try. I mean, it's not terribly difficult.
I face step over.
I'm busy how big this hole is.
You magically teleport 30 feet. Blink.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you just faced up. Okay.
I do a run and then just go... and I'm there.
Oh,
Flaps. Just kind of flies over. It's flying over the water.
I'll wait for you here.
are we sure we want to investigate the keep? If the bridge was the first thing taken out, then there may not be people in it, but there may be other things.
Well, if the bridge was taken out, then the people in the keep couldn't leave.
This is true, but I'm just saying a keep is full of doors, and on the other side of the doors is many things that can shoot you.
Well, if you let them know that you're coming in first, and they probably will.
And I will say anybody that is stuck in the keep is probably also safe, and maybe safe until tomorrow.
Well, maybe they have comfortable beds, and they will share with us.
And maybe it is filled with many things that wish to kill us because they came in through another way.
I disappeared from under the eye.
Well, tell them Baroness Effie is here to...
Did y'all want to jump over? Just need to take a running jump. If you have at least a 15 in your strength, you will make it, regardless. If you do not, you need to roll.
Effie sits down, pressing her hand harder on her wound. She doesn't feel up to it.
Where did Dacia go?
He's right. You can see him. He's right in front of you.
Oh, he's token disappeared on that.
Let's see what his strength is. Alright, Carmack runs and jumps over.
Oh, this is... Alright, I guess we're going forward. But,
like, come on!
Here. I get out some rope, and I toss it across to them.
He catches it.
I wrap it around myself, and I stand strong. Here,
he wraps it around his waist, and he kind of holds it for you.
Yeah. Perhaps you can use this if there's a guide to jump, or...
There is absolutely no way that I am jumping over this hole.
Roll a athletics.
She's not going to do it. I mean, alright,
He's like, toss her!
Perhaps,
I'll catch her!
perhaps you could title.
There is absolutely no way. I need to sleep before I do anything else.
Toss her!
You guys can go ahead and investigate to your heart's content.
He puts the rope down. He comes here. He runs, jumps back over, comes around to you, picks you up. He says, "Come on!" And he gives you a toss.
This is not happening right now.
So you roll athletics with advantage, because Cormac is helping you.
Or roll athletics to scramble out of his grasp.
Yeah, you could roll
acrobatics.
acrobatics if you want to get away, but he's gonna toss you.
I can just see him just killing me right now. So I'm going to roll acrobatics
to get out. So you got an advantage. She's trying to help you. All right, so he tries to toss you, and he kind of goes, "What? Ah, okay." And he just runs back and hops back over. Like he could do this all day long. Picks up the rope, puts it around him, and says, "Alright, come on, Vincent."
I need a little help.
I'll stay.
But, I don't feel good about leaving little Miss alone.
He kind of looks, and then he yanks on the rope.
I could have used some peace and quiet, honestly.
We don't have to go in. We can just knock on the door.
How about you do that? You knock on the door. We'll see if somebody answers.
I go up and I bang on the door.
I need you to roll either athletics or actually just athletics, because you're wrapped a rope around you. He tugged on that rope. It's like,
Wait, wrapped around me?
No, Vincent wrapped it around him. He said earlier.
11.
All right, you're coming. So I need you to, that 11 actually is enough to get you over. So you just make it over unwillingly and kind of catch on the edge, and he gets your hand and pulls you up. It's like, see? Easy!
I could have done that myself. I did not need your help.
He's like, come on!
I agree.
Come on, Effie!
Cormac, it was very easy.
He just looks at you.
Finally.
As I walk up to the big gate. Hello?
Effie!
Did anybody survive the rocks falling?
Leave me alone, you big cow.
Seriously, little miss. I do not hold... If the goblins come back, you will be left all alone. Here, tie this rope around you.
Why
And
don't you
I
just
will-
knock on the door so when it answers, we can revisit this?
He takes, Cormac takes the rope and tosses it over to Effie. It's like, come on!
Just tie it around yourself, and we will rescue you from the opposite side of the bridge like a princess you are.
You're gonna hang me. It's a
Well,
new-
not around your neck, around your waist, around your waist.
You didn't hear that! I'm talking to myself.
It's like, come
Yes,
on!
we have given you enough rope to hang yourself. if you'd
Yes.
like.
All right, so you put the rope around you, and you just run and jump, and you make it. He's like, didn't even need it, and he tosses the rope back over to you, Vincent.
Yep. Back in on the side of my pack.
Kitty decides to sit down. Relax, and she's just gonna bathe herself. So you knock on there. And there's some doors. But they're not barred. So when you knock, you like knock, knock, knock. They just get pushed open.
I dodge.
Yep, nothing's there.
By ballista.
Hello? I am Baroness Effie Gray. Is anyone in here for an audience?
I'm guessing that was at the door there that I knocked on.
Yep.
I don't know. I was yelling this at the door.
Though we're still not sure if they're friendly inside.
Well, let's be honest. They're going to be friendly or not friendly, and only one way to find out.
Yes, but if they were unfriendly, I would have preferred to murder them before they saw us coming. But
Yes. Well, you wanted me to come. This is how I'm doing it.
yes, that's how it's being done already, yes.
It's the proper way. You must announce yourself.
So y'all walk in. I love how they did this. This is really weird that they did this way, but at least I know what's going on now.
Let me try to figure out where I'm at. Let me just zoom out because I can't see.
Alright.
Oh, here we
Looks
go.
like as if you want to go there, that's what they're putting there. So,
Boop. Oh wait, how did that work?
okay. So, it looks like that, yeah, you can tell that the doors could be barred, but they weren't. There does look like there's some gate houses that are on each side. Kind of, if you want, you could take a peek inside. If you want to. Let's see how this is set up.
I'm trying to figure out
So
where I am.
you kind of
Like, am I
see where's
inside right now?
the ruler. Okay, so you can kind of like go through there and then around like that.
And that's all interior of the walls or on
Yes.
top?
This is interior. You are now inside once you pass through this area here.
Okay.
Well, I meant this pathway. Is that on top of the walls?
Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm gonna kind of just.
No, that's fine. That's all I needed.
It's like a ramp that kind of leads up, and then where they can kind of not completely on top because but then the arrow slits. So a
No,
ramp
this
that
is
goes
like,
up.
that
and
World
it's
of
around.
Warcraft city, Undercity. Boom. That's how I'm picturing it.
So,
For
yeah.
reference.
That's exactly how it is. Ramps that go up.
I walk forward and jump up on this rock and call out. Hello?
Yes, I've already said that. And I guess we don't hear anything back.
Now that we're looking at the Mott part,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it's called, right?
Yes.
Mott and Bailey, and the Bailey's outside. The Mott's the inside.
So knowledgeable. Yes.
I assume there's like big doors and
Up there is doors right here. I had to look on the other. I love the way they do this. There's some doors right here.
Okay. And is it one
There is
story, two
also
stories?
some doors here. You can walk around here, and there's a big hole. And walking around here, there's a big hole here too. And it looks like that there are 2 stories.
Perhaps we could look around for survivors or people that have been
We
crushed.
need to sleep.
So as you're looking around,
Oh, God.
you see
Yeah,
Well, that was just a suggestion I made, everybody.
okay. It looks like that this was heavily bombarded. This keep was. And the inner bailey is like just strewn with rocks everywhere. And the ramps that lead up, it's up to an 8-foot high stone parapet that encircles the yard. No guards are currently standing watch on the walls at this moment. But when you look around, you do see the corpses of 2 dead human guards. Both were killed by falling rocks. You can definitely climb over the rubble to get through one of the shattered walls if you want. If you want to walk in, it looks like they're not opening the door at the moment, if there is someone in there.
well, we've already said hello. They haven't answered. So they're either hiding or don't want visitors.
Well, this will probably be a very good place to sleep if we were to do that, seeing as there's a bit of difficulty getting over the bridge.
If you
Looking
did-
back at the doors we just walked through, can they be barred?
They can be if you find something to bar them with, but they were not barred. If you were to walk around, I don't know, because y'all are kind of just standing there. I really don't know what it's. I know, it's like you're like, hey, if we were walking around, I'm like, I don't know what y'all are doing per se, so I can't really.
Yeah, well, I just thought like there's no locking mechanism on it that looks.
No,
Can't lock
it's
it.
like they would put like a big, wooden
Okay.
kind of. Yeah.
All right, and that's missing. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess the only thing we can do is enter. I guess. Just out of character, I'm gonna say I got like nothing except a few hit points. And
Yeah,
auto
I
attacks.
mean, Effie is just gonna like sit down and be like, if you make me go any further, I'm gonna pitch a fit.
I would say that making an educated guess, your best guess is that there's no goblins in here because, like, how would they get there? They're
Yep.
not going to jump across that to go. They're just going to loot the town.
A goblin and
So-
Jane.
You're at least positive that there's no goblins around there. They're
How
usually-
stable does the structure seem?
Actually, it looks pretty stable. It's just the places that got crumbled is the only places that were affected.
Alright. I'll go up and try the door.
Okay. So you kind
Prepare
of
yourself.
try.
Take call out before you do it.
You try the door,
I just want to see if it's locked.
and it is actually unlocked.
Alright. I call out as I open it, just the slightest bit tiny crack, and yell, say through the door, "Hello, friendlies, coming in." And then wait a second, and then I guess I'll peek around.
Okay, when you peek around, you hear, like, arguing of some sort. And you see, when you peek around, that there are 4 guards. 2 females, 2 males, all humans. They are arguing with each other around a body of someone on top of the shattered remains of an oak dining table. And they're like, no, what do we do? I don't know what to do. Maybe you could do this. No, but the lady is gone now. But we have to figure out what to do for the people. It's like, well, the people are not here. And that's where we'll end for today.
Okay. So they didn't shoot us when I opened the door.
No.
That is amazing.
They did not. You didn't die. Da, 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 da.
I know you're trying to prod us forward, but
Yes.
we're just every door was like killing us. So,
You picked the worst too. You're like, it's gonna go to the windmill. I was like, okay. She just happened to be hiding in there.